financial strategy module about cash flow self-evaluation parameters. So in this module, you will understand that what are the type of expenses and the investments that would be required before starting an online business, and you should understand the recurring expenses that will be applicable to your business. So once you are able to understand the recurring expenses that would be applicable to your business model, it will become easy for you to evaluate the prices for your products and services, and the margins that you have for your products and services, that after selling your product, the gross margin that you hold. Now from this gross margin, if you deduct these recurring expenses, what is the net profit that you're going to make? And it will also help you to understand, to overcome these or to achieve these recurring expenses, what is the minimum sales that you need to achieve in your business. So when you understand the minimum sales that you need to achieve to fulfill these expenses, that will be your break-even point. So before starting your online business, it is very important to evaluate or understand the one-time expenses and the recurring expenses that you will incur on this business. So let us understand that what are the heads, or what are the type of different expenses or the investments that would be required in an online business. So whether you are into a B2B business model, a B2C business model, whether you're selling a product or whether you're selling a services, so these are the types of expenses that would be required for an online business. Now, these heads that I have notified over here are the heads which is very specific to an online business. So I've not been considering here the other type of expense heads, like the R&D cost, or maybe like the product development cost, or maybe the infrastructure cost, the physical infrastructure cost, maybe the assets, the machinery, furniture that you would be requiring for your business. So these investment and the recurring expenses you will have to evaluate as per your products and services. Other than those investments and recurring expenses, I am going to tell you the one-time and recurring expenses specific to an online business. So now when it comes to an one-time investment, these are the different heads. So that is of website development. So from day one, if you want to want your own website, or maybe even a mobile application which is supporting your business model, so that is an one-time big investment that you should consider. Second is about the IT infrastructure. So the domain name that you purchase for your brand name, the hosting services that you take for to host your website is again an one-time investment. And also the hosting expenses will be a part of recurring expenses also as well. Then again, when we talk about domain name, so when you purchase a domain name, it has a minimum 1 year validity. And when you're purchasing a domain name, so it depends of what validity you have being paid, you're paying the money. So as per the validity, again every year, or maybe as per the maybe every 2 years or 3 years, you'll have to again renew the domain name with the service provider. Then in one-time expense is about the photography. So when you are starting with an online business, and for example, maybe you're starting with 10 products, or maybe 20, 50, 100. So the total number of products that you're going to start off with, so you need to have professional photography being done of all these products before listing it, maybe on your website or maybe on the marketplace. So that is an one-time investment that you'll have to make on the photography. Then the next is content writing. So when we talk about content writing, the photographs or the products that you want to sell, or even the services that you want to sell, you will have to write a good content explaining your products and services. So again, if you want to come up with a website, then a website will have different type of pages, like about us page. Then it will have the shopping page. It will have the contact us page, and various such basics, 5 to 6 pages. So it is very important to have a very good content on all these pages. So again, that is an one-time investment when it comes to content writing. Then the next is about strategy consulting. So if you're hiring any consultants like a branding agency, or for website development, if you're hiring a UX UI design agency who will first design your website and then you will give it to a website developer. Then even if now you're taking you have opted for this course, so this is again an one-time investment that you have made to self-evaluate or maybe to learn about the online business. So these are all one-time expenses that you should account for. Now when you start your business, there are various recurring expenses. So again, content writing is something which is going to happen, which would be an continuous requirement. So content writing will be required to for the product description or maybe the services that you want to sell, to describe the services. Then again on social media, when you're posting any ad or maybe an organic post, you will be requiring a good content. If you're creating any visuals, or if you're creating any graphics, again you will require content to go on that visual and graphics, so that has to be defined. If you're writing any blogs, so again content writing will be required. So content writing is a recurring expense in an online business. Next is about graphic designing. So in an online business, whatever is being seen, that is being sold. So graphic designing, again, if you want to list your products on social media, so if you want to remove the background, you will be requiring an help of the graphic designer. If you want to enhance the quality of your product, again that will of your photos, that will be done by the graphic designer. Then the social media post that you want to put it on your social media platforms, you will be requiring a graphic designer. So graphic designing is an recurring expense. Then agencies. So there are so again, for graphic designing, content writing, you can hire agencies or you can hire freelancers. So there'll be in terms of agency, content writing agency, graphic design, digital marketing agencies, or maybe one agency is doing all these activities for you. So again, agency cost is a cost which we have to factor on a recurring basis. If you are doing it yourself, then of course this cost will not be there. But as an entrepreneur, most of the entrepreneurs, they opt to outsource these activities, so then agency cost will be involved. Website development and maintenance. So once you have developed the website, there will be a lot of updates that you need to come up on your regular updates. You need to do it on your website. So again, so that will be a cost of development and maintenance. So again, there's a lot of maintenance that will undergo to your website, so that to ensure that the speed of your website is maintained. And to ensure, so there is a lot of activities like on-page optimization, off-page optimization that has to be done regularly on your website. So again, the website developer, whoever is developing your website, they can also help you with the website maintenance. So but then that is again a recurring cost. Then logistic and courier costs. So these costs are incurred whenever a sale is being made. But then you should evaluate the cost of courier or maybe the last mile delivery of your products and services. Then digital marketing. So I've highlighted this bold red because digital marketing takes up the major chunk of your recurring expenses. So that is the major portion or the budget you will have to allocate when it comes to an online business. So when it comes to digital marketing, so you'll have to do a lot of social media ads, then search engine SEO paid ads. For this, you will have to keep a budget, so that will be under the expense side of digital marketing. Then commission. So when you're selling your products or services through any platform or through any marketplaces, so the marketplaces will charge you a commission. So you should understand, or you should know the commissions of that marketplaces, which is again a cost when you are making any sale. Then photography, again photography is a recurring cost. So whenever you add a new product, so there is a photography that you'll have to get it done for your products. So photography will be an recurring cost. Warehouse cost. So again, warehousing. So if you are using the services of marketplaces, wherein they also offer you warehousing services, wherein you can keep your products at their warehouse, and whenever, so for the time that you're storing your products at the warehouse, they will charge you a fee for that. So you should know the storage fees of these warehouses. And if you're having your own warehouse, so you're operating from your own warehouse, so again your own warehouse will have a lot of recurring expenses, like the team that is working over there, the infrastructure rent that you might be paying, and the overall maintenance cost of that warehouse. So these are the costs when it comes, you'll have to account for. And last is about the software as a service. So it is known as SaaS. So that's SaaS. So the softwares that you would be using to run this digital marketing business, so most of the softwares will be on SaaS model. So that means pay as you go. So every month you will be paying for these softwares. So like there will be a CRM software, there will be an order management software, and all these softwares, they come with a monthly payment option as well. So again, software cost is something which is a recurring cost that you will have to consider. So as per your business, you need to evaluate these one-time cost and recurring cost. Then you will get a good picture about what is the total recurring expense that you're going to make when you start your business. And as I had said, you should evaluate your break-even points depending on these recurring expenses. So how will you evaluate your break-even points? So when you are making a sale, so you know the gross margin you're making by selling your products and services. So once you have the gross margin for your products and services, now you have the recurring expenses with you. So you should understand that to recover these expenses, how much sale will I have to make? So once you are able to analyze the total sales that you'll have to make, and when you reach that point, the gross margin that you're earning from this sale and the recurring expenses are the same. So that is going to match. So that is your break-even point. So evaluating your investment and recurring expenses is very important before you start your online business.